Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Carol Azra bin Khalid. Today, I want to talk about the differences between the virtual machine and other conventional computer architecture. Before I start to state the differences about the topic, let me simply explain about what is virtual machines and how it works. Virtual machines, also known as virtual servers, are full-fledged computer with CPU, memory and storage, but it's all virtual or simulated, not physical. Virtual machines only existing as a code. Virtual machines works by employ software to simulate virtual hardware, allowing multiple virtual machines to run on a single machine. The physical machine is referred to as the host, and the virtual machines that run on it are referred to as guests. This procedure is managed by software known as a hypervisor. The hypervisor is in charge of managing and provisioning resources such as memory and storage from the host to guest. It also arranges operations in virtual machines so that they do not overlap when using resources. Virtual machines can only function if a hypervisor is present to virtualize and distribute host resources. According to this topic, I would like to compare virtual machines with the von Neumann architecture. Why? It's because the von Neumann architecture is one of the computer architecture and a physical server that exists. Discussing about the first difference, which is cost. Even though the cost of physical hardware has decreased significantly, physical hardware is still expensive. The cost of a single physical server hardware can range from a few $1,000s to $5,000. Looking at the cost of a virtual machine can be more abstract exercise, since you can literally generate as many virtual machines on top of a physical host running a hypervisor as the hardware can support. On paper, we can say that the physical server like von Neumann architecture costly than a virtual machine. We move to the next aspect, which is maintenance. For virtual machines, hardware upgrades are easier to implement. The workload can be migrated to a backup site for the repair period to minimize the downtime. In contrast to the virtual machine, hardware upgrades are difficult to implement and can lead to considerable downtime. From the comparison that I made, of course we will choose the one which is the easier to implement the hardware. The third aspect is space requirements. When we're talking about the space requirements, we want to know which machine use less spaces. Physical server architecture like the von Neumann take a lot of space because of the additional equipment. On the other side, virtual machine can save more space because a single host can apply multiple virtual machines. Now, let's discuss which one have a longer lifespan. Physical server like von Neumann architecture has a short life cycle within the range from 3 to 5 years. Then, the hardware needs to be migrated off. On the other hand, virtual machine lifespan is much longer because a new hypervisor can be provisioned alongside the present host, and the virtual machines can be effortlessly transferred across the virtual world. The last comparison is about portability. This is the most significant distinction between these both servers. Virtual machines are allowed to transfer easily around from another hardware to another platform, and this can be done by doing it online. But this case didn't apply in physical server because moving workload from the one hardware platform to another is difficult and cannot be done it by online. From my understanding, I can see from all of the comparison, these two types are not that dissimilar. Virtual machine took the idea from the physical server and overcome the lag that occurred in there and produced more powerful and very useful machines in these days. Thank you for watching my video. That's all from me. Bye bye.